sound check.
We were testing it. Actually.
This is the shit, Jimmy.
Did you make potato salad?
Every week. Time it's something like this.
Every week. You like jingle when you do that. That's kind of funny.
Every fucking time.
Imagine like actually getting in an argument with that thing on.
You wouldn't be able to take him seriously.
I demand respect.
Yeah. Okay, Will Ferrell.
Alrighty.
Damn, with these fucking.
Hey, maybe if you didn't have that beanie that we had to wait 45 minutes for you to find.
Yeah,
it's not a beanie.
That arm sleeve.
It's a white guy beanie. You're trying to be like Sean.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
It does cover the receding hairline, though. So.
Oh, don't joke like that. He doesn't like that.
Okay.
All the males in his family went bald.
Oh, did they? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Early
No,
too, like
they
42.
Did not.
Oh, I just made that up.
Early too, like 27.
Did you see this shit? Oh yeah, one of you guys got into it already.
Hey.
What's that?
It's fucking chocolate, 85% cocoa.
So what was the point of that?
Coca-Cola.
They say sound it out.
Because you said you just like totally jumped my ass a second ago for opening the chocolate.
We were gonna unbox it on the air.
What does that mean?
And then I walk in and you got it in your mouth.
Whoa.
That's what he said?
I don't know.
What was the problem with that?
Is it good? Cocoa?
Pungent, huh? I told you you were gonna like the 70. You wanted to get into 90.
Oh, I gotta try it.
He's like, "What? Do I get two 90s?" I'm like, "I don't know, bro."
That is ass.
No, it's great.
I mean,
It's like baking. It's like baking chocolate at that point.
that's not good.
Let me try this 85% cocoa.
Cocoa. Cocoa.
It's like Willy Wonka. How big this thing is.
So she said.
What'd you think?
It's very bitter.
Yeah.
It tastes like dog shit.
I like the 90s, 98%. I eat the heavy shit, dog.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Where is it? Never seen you in 2 years.
Many people who know me know I've been eating 92% to 98% for many years.
Making shit up.
I do, right?
I do, bro. Let me try this 70.
Yeah. Better, right? Probably feels too strong, right? Probably 60.
better.
Probably a
Actually
60
is
guy.
better.
You're probably like a 60 guy.
It's better.
Oh, I know. Any fucking lower number's better than what you were.
85's high.
That's great. That's fucking perfection, I think, as a matter of fact. I think we solved the mystery of the perfect
Get
dark
yourself
chocolate.
get you guys yourself some chocolate swirls here.
Yeah.
It's festive.
I had like 2 while you were gone.
No.
I had 9.
Yeah. This is number 150.
It's empty.
This is number 50. Jesus Christ. Who'd have thought when we first started
1 year.
that we'd have done 50 of them?
50 of
It's been
them.
1 year, yeah. What was the date of the first one?
It was
We
in
all did.
December. It was
We all
we
did the
literally
first
came
one
up
in
on it.
December?
Yep, it was like the 18th or the 12th
Yeah,
or
it was
something.
between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I remember.
Yep. That's when it was uploaded anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 fucking year.
Smell that. Tell me what
50
percentage that is.
podcasts.
Mhm.
A lot of great moments. I feel like we'll try to get together right before New Year's if possible, and I'll put together like a top 20 funniest moments, best intro, and we'll just have like anyone
20's gonna
watching.
be all
We'll have everybody
all me.
vote on it. We'll have everybody vote like what's the best intro, what was the best funniest. You know, here's top 20 funniest moments. What was the funniest moment?
Right.
You know, what's the gayest moment? Bo's gayest moment.
That's going to be a tough one.
Jimmy's most racist moment.
That's gonna be.
That's going to be hard.
And Dave's douchebaggiest moment.
Man, that's
Most
gonna be some
most
craziness.
douchebag moment. A lot of
I haven't had any gay moments in here.
okay.
Yeah.
Saying like you haven't had gay moments, is like saying I haven't had a douchebag moment, or Jimmy hasn't
Yeah.
been
I've never
racist
made a
at times.
racist joke.
He's basically the Anthony Cumia
Yeah.
of the show.
Whatever.
It smells like chocolate, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It smells good. I don't know how to smoke cigars.
Don't inhale. That's step 1.
Don't inhale.
Remember last?
Don't put the
Yeah, I remember that time you puked all over my patio. That was a good time.
don't put the lid end in your mouth. You don't wanna. You don't have a thing to.
I'm getting sick of it.
Because you
It's
got a beanie
fucking
on.
6 times.
Now you look like Gallagher.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh shit! Get the watermelon and the hammer.
Who's Gallagher?
He looked like
Gallagher
fucking.
was a
He looked like
hilarious
Black
comedian.
Gallagher just then.
All right, boys, you want to have a
Yes.
Christmas shot?
La 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 la, suck on my boss, folks gonna get.
So now we're gonna do quarter horse. This is a good bourbon that's come out recently in this area.
Really? As in, what do you mean this area? As in
Locally?
Kentucky?
Like no, as in Florida. I haven't seen
Oh.
it before like the last couple of months.
The Florida
And,
bourbon. Oh,
It's not a Florida bourbon. It's a Kentucky bourbon.
Oh,
But it's been distributed down here and it's pretty
I see, I
inexpensive.
see.
It's a good everyday bourbon. But I have a feeling it's going to go up in price. It's like $25, $24 right now.
mm-hmm.
It'll probably be up in the 30s in a year or so.
Solito. Wow. Ready for this shit, Bo?
No.
It's gonna taste great with that dark chocolate.
Actually, it probably will.
Yeah, it will. That's one of those things that actually was
This
true.
one's pretty smooth. It's not too strong.
You're right about that. That was smooth. That was the smoothest thing I've had yet.
You all right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
What happened there?
He did the gag.
Well, you almost puked.
This is
You beat it though. Did you throw up in your throat and then swallow it?
No.
Okay.
It was like it could have though.
Yeah. You ever had those moments?
I thought of.
You're like burp. Did you have like at a party or something? You go,
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen anything that made you puke? Like literally just watch something and made you puke.
A visual.
Ooh. I saw something that almost made me puke once.
Yeah, I did one time when I was in. I was actually working, and my friend goes, "You could see a beheading on TV."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, on the internet, you could just see a beheading." I was like,
Oh, yeah.
No, you fucking can't."
Oh, yeah,
He
you
pulls one up, and dude, I swear to God, I literally almost threw up watching an actual beheading. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember having that when I was like 15. I remember we got our hands on Faces of Death.
Oh, dude.
You ever heard about that?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Faces of Death is like this series by this guy and he put it on VHS. This is back in the 80s or 70s, I think.
80s at least, maybe earlier.
Yeah.
But VHS wasn't out till the 80s, so.
And this is the first time you would ever see anything like this. He did it under the guise of like, I guess, a discovery or a documentary or some sort. But he was going and showing like, this guy tries to jump this canyon in his motorcycle, but on this day, the fates are against him. Or some dumb shit. And then he crashes. You see like everyone scream, "Oh my God!" He fucking hits the side of the thing, misses the ramp, falls 100 feet. And then the guy goes up and films it. And you can see he's like, ah,
He's dead.
fucking, it's like horrific shit, man.
Oh,
One was the guy
dude.
that fell in off a boat while he was trying to get an alligator out of like a golf pond on a golf course or something like that ate somebody or something. And the guy gets fucking pulled over, and then at the end you see the gator fucking swim off with his arm and shit.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. Like, it turned into car accidents, I think, by like the third or fourth one. They kept coming out every few years. It was mainly car accidents. One of my favorites, Gatorama or Gatorland, whatever it is that's down the road?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, they had a guy parachute into there, right?
That's a true story.
And he accidentally landed in all the gators, and they just started getting
Yeah.
at him and all that. And you hear this one old redneck man, he's like, "Dang, look what they's doing to him!" It's freaking, you can't help but laugh. This guy's getting mauled, and you're like,
By a
He
hit
wound
of
up getting
gators.
Killed.
Oh, killed.
it wasn't Faces of Hurt.
He died fucking 50 different ways that night.
He
That
was
day.
chewed up.
Imagine that you're coming down. Whee! What's that? A gator farm?
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
I bet
how
you I
far
could land
off
next
course
to
did
the-
you get blown?
I bet you I could land next to the little food court.
You
there.
can control
Whoa.
that though. I thought the guys that parachute down can control where they
Motherfucker,
land.
he couldn't
To some
control.
degree, yeah, but you gotta know what you're doing, and you know,
The winds and
the wind can factor in. It could
God
have been
hated that guy.
God damn.
That's
not,
right.
It's not pinpoint precision.
God fucking hated that guy that day. Killed his ass. So, but I watched a lot of that when I was like 15. I remember thinking, I think this might have just damaged me.
See, none of that ever
I
bothered me.
didn't know, but it was. Whew.
None of that ever bothered me. But I grew up watching the grossest horror movies and all that, and I worked in surgery for a while. And I remember like one of my first cases was a leg amputation, and they took the leg off and they handed it to me because I was like a little peon dude in the surgical room. I had to wrap it up and bring it to the lab, you know?
What?
Yeah, so they hand me this guy's leg, and I'm like, "So where's the barbecue sauce?" And
It's
Doc-
what, your first day?
my first day in a case. Yeah, my first case I ever did.
And they hand you some human leg.
Yeah. I was like, "Where's the barbecue sauce?" And the doc starts laughing, you know? He's like, "Oh, you're going to be fine." You know, it was just, you know, you have to separate yourself from, like, you know, like, it's just meat at that
Right.
point, you know? Just it tasted like pork. I'll tell you that.
That's cool.
What happened
Was
to
it
the
a
leg?
chick's leg?
Where'd you go with the leg?
Nowhere. No, I took it to the lab. It goes
He's got
to
a
the
lamp
lab
now.
and it gets yeah. I have a new golf club.
No, I mean like he gave you the leg and what you put it on
Yeah,
ice?
No, you wrap it up. You take it to the lab, and the lab takes it and disposes of it because human remains and all that. There's a very specific way you dispose of these things. You don't just chuck it in,
To the trash can.
in the lake. Don't throw it in there with like the food from the food court or something. It's like there you go. Here's a leg.
Oh, wow.
Here's a wing.
Here's a wang. I was like, yes, please. Just kidding. Too much?
Too fast.
I remember we had this meeting and Bo said, I want you to stop picking on me.
I didn't.
You did?
No.
That wasn't you?
No.
Okay.
So I got to tell you, Dave, Bo was upset.
Thank you, Jimmy.
No, he was upset because of last week.
He goes right for it. And you're like,
What?
Bo's drinking water now. He's like, classic interrogation symptom of...
But we talked and we
guilt.
cleared the air because he thought that he really, he thought that you really like created a rift there and that I felt bad and was
Yeah.
upset with him and all that.
Yeah.
We cleared the air and all that.
Good.
Then he said he wanted to kick your ass.
I know he does. He does. There's an old expression, the student must murder the
sensei.
master.
Yes. To become.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
The-
fine.
the caterpillar
Hey, all I
must
can
murder
say
the
is,
butterfly.
bring it, little frog, because this one lily pad you don't want to jump on.
Who is that?
That's what my mom always said.
Oh.
You will feel froggy leap, because this one lily pad you don't want to land on. My mom thought she was like Samuel L. Jackson, circa 1970. Listen here, motherfucker. This one motherfucking lily pad you don't want to leave. My mom had sayings.
You're gonna want to put
Does that
the
mean
hole
anything
in
to
the
you,
end,
Bo?
okay?
It just fuck my life, right? Just totally just fuck my life right now.
I heard you, lily pad.
Okay, well, have
I
an
fucking
emotion.
heard
That'd be
you.
nice if you paid any little bit of attention.
You what? Put a hole in this?
I gotta fucking entertain his fucking brushing with his left hand.
Just
story.
a tiny little hole in it.
Just enough. Like he doesn't have the clipper, so you can just bite a little tiny.
You could just take the paper off. You'll be fine.
Just a little bit on
Just
the
bite
end.
the paper off at the top, like
Just
it's
bite just the
a
tip.
head of a
There you go.
penis. Just
Bite.
take it.
Not like a big chunk. You don't want to go down underneath the
Like this. You go
the whole head.
right at the tip.
Just a little.
It'll fold right off.
There you go.
You fucked it up.
No,
You get it.
don't spit.
Do it to the other side. Try it
Supposed to
again.
swallow
Try it
it.
again, grasshopper. Get it all.
Okay, I'll suck on it.
Okay,
see
you
if the
fucked up
air
second
comes
time.
through.
Third time. Get it. You got it. You got it. No, when you do it, it'll be like think about peeling a lid off something, like the
Think of,
plastic.
like-
You know when you.
That's fine, right?
There you go.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, what's happening over there?
It's not.
You're
It's,
circumcising
Hear
your
a lot
cigar.
of paper breaking out. It's like,
what do you think? Good.
That's perfect.
yeah,
And then no inhaling.
no, don't inhale it. Didn't you learn that last time? Remember when you almost died?
Now, when you have the next shot of bourbon, it's going to be like super delicious with that.
Speaking of which, can I give you guys a little a little Christmas present?
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry, I didn't get you anything. I just got
Okay,
Bo
cool.
stuff. 'Cause
Oh,
he was
that's
very
awesome.
upset. Well, it's
I know,
not
he's
really a
great.
Christmas present. I'm sorry for fucking with you all year round.
Oh, is it really? Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
it's thank you for not pressing charges multiple times.
Aw.
Actually,
For me?
here you go.
Is that the life-size
Is it
replica?
lit, bro? What is up
Okay,
with this?
I'll wait till Bo's
Give it,
done
yeah, suck on it and turn
doing
it.
whatever he's doing here. You're fine.
I got some shit in my eye.
I've never had someone have such a
So when you're going to suck on it,
difficult
sometimes you're
time
gonna
with
get
a
it in your
cigar.
eye.
I got shit in my eye, dude.
Suck on it and turn it.
yeah,
I'm
suck on it and
serious,
turn it.
and
Puff,
turn it.
pop,
Just
puff,
turn,
puff.
turn. Little light
Turn,
puffs.
puff, turn, puff. Blow out too.
Mhm.
See the flame? There you go, Billy.
There you
Now just
go.
give it a couple good draws.
All right.
Long, hard pulls. Put that big brown thing in your mouth and
Here,
pull
light
it
yours up,
long
dude.
and hard.
Light yours up.
Oh, boy. Last time he put something big and black in his mouth, it didn't take that long to get it going.
Mm-hmm. Sean told you about that?
What is this?
He said it was the second best blowjob he ever got from Bo.
What is this shit?
It's a happy Christmas, and you know,
Merry Christmas.
whatever.
Are you gonna open it right now?
Sure,
Yeah, on camera.
whatever.
Is it it's a joke?
No, it's not. For once, it's not.
Ooh, it's a nice box.
It's a dildo.
Nice.
Like I said, it's not a joke.
It's a butt plug.
You're gonna love it. It's a 3-level butt plug. That's right. That's right.
Would you look at that?
Maybe a real samurai cord.
What the fuck?
Not sure how you get that out of there. I think you gotta take the box out and unscrew from the back, maybe. Oh, there you go. Wow. Pop that lid off
That's
there, Billy.
nice.
Pop that lid off. No, don't take it apart. Well, that's where you would fill
and
it
it's
up.
broken.
Yeah, it's broken. That's where you fill it with ink. It apparently looked like it wasn't filled. So, motherfucker.
Oh, now you can give yourself fake tattoos.
Now just pull the top off. Well, not that one. The other top.
side.
The pen top.
Yeah. There you go. Look at
Oh
that.
my god.
Fountain pen.
That's classy.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
I like that. I just got to teach him how to
Oh
write.
my
Yeah.
god. I feel like Edgar Allan Poe right
yeah,
now.
now here you go. Top it off.
Dave, dude. Dave.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do a lot more evil shit to you. So
This is the apology.
no, that's coming soon.
This is the apology for
That's the
next
apology for next year. Look, we paid your insurance for 1 year, all right? Don't leave.
Dude, this is fucking badass.
What's that?
It's a pull it out. Give it a good look. And the great thing about this is, as it ages, it'll look better and better.
It's a journal?
It's a leather bound. Yeah, pop that bad bitty out.
Now you have a diary.
Well, we had
Oh
a while
my
back. He talked
God.
about wanting to like
That's
start writing,
kinda
and
awesome.
Dude, wow.
so you get in the morning, you get up, you meditate, you can write your ideas down, your poetry. Get a bad motherfucking pen for it, and you can wrap the pen right up around the thing around the pen. Take it with you wherever.
That's outstanding.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
fucking
beautiful.
badass,
I thought that was cool.
man.
Yeah.
Bro,
Things gonna be like, dear diary.
you didn't have to do this.
Dave wasn't mean to me today.
Passage 1. I actually wanted to open it and write you a nice heartfelt passage,
Oh
but then I didn't
my
want to open it.
Wow, look at the paper in there. That's sweet.
pretty, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this is gorgeous.
Yeah. So, write your future fucking badass ideas down,
There you go, man.
Dude, this is
I
fucking
think he's getting a little
awesome.
misty in the eyes.
God
Yeah.
damn, man, this is badass.
I'm glad you liked it, because I didn't know. I was like, he might go, okay, cool. What?
Nah, it's good, man.
Wow.
And dude, if you write in it with your left hand,
It's like someone else wrote.
All right, now for Jimmy. Jimmy,
oh shit.
what do you think I got you?
If you got him all that, you probably got me. Is it liquor?
Oh,
Oh no, it's not.
can you guess what it is?
That's Heaven's Door.
How the fuck did you know that?
I am good with
How
bourbon,
the
man.
fuck
That is Heaven's
did you
Door.
just know that? That's awesome.
Oh,
Holy shit.
this is one of my favorites.
Is it? Oh my god, in
I
the
know the
car.
exact shape of the bottle.
In the car, I go, man, I hope he likes this one. He didn't say anything about it in there.
We had this on the show once.
Did we?
Yeah, this is the one that Bob Dylan's involved.
Yeah.
with.
Well,
Yeah, fantastic.
It got great.
man.
I think it was rated 96.
Oh yeah, it's good. This is great. Mwah. We'll have to do this again on a show then. Well done. That's funny.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
That's when you got a bourbon drinker, when he knows the bottle in the bag.
I know, dude. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You just nailed it. Nice.
Right.
Not bad.
Wow, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. Glad you like it. Thank you guys for fucking hanging out with me for a year and every week, putting up with my shit and having fun and,
Thanks for
Merry Christmas and all that other.
thanks for
jazz.
having us and putting up with our shit.
Everybody's been pretty good.
I think so.
I didn't know we were exchanging gifts. Now I feel
No, we
like
weren't.
fucking
We
dick.
weren't.
Me either, but yeah,
We weren't. I mean, I didn't plan on it. It just was.
we'll get some
Thought of
stuff
it
on
recently.
sale after the holiday.
Dave, here's a whole collection of YouPorn cards.
Dude, that's badass, man.
Was that not the funniest commercial, dude? I about died. Somebody told me about that one today, and I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. Did you watch that commercial?
Yeah.
Oh god, man.
Thanks. Cool. I'm glad you like it, man.
That's badass, man.
I'm
I'm
glad
like,
you like that. I'm glad the bourbon was the right one.
That's a good one.
Because
And
you
I'm
never
really-
know. And I was like, oh man, if he hates this one.
See,
Damn.
my
I knew you
bourbon-
didn't like Four Roses because that was initial plan.
That's why you were expressing so much interest.
I
Now
literally had a Four Roses a while back, and then I thought no. After,
See?
Now let me tell you, Four Roses.
Oh, Bob Dylan's right there.
and I was gonna get you the good bottle too. It was like a $70 bottle.
Oh no, man, yeah,
'Cause-
that's good though. I've had that. That's good shit.
Now, did they make the bourbon? Now, did they make the whiskey after the song, or did the song come out before the
No, the
whiskey?
song's old.
Song's old.
This is newer.
He's got very little to do with it, of course.
Oh.
He's slapping his name on it, I'm sure. I highly doubt he's a whiskey maker or bourbon maker. I believe this one is aged in port wine barrels, if I'm not mistaken, which gives it like a nice signature taste. My bottle of this at home is like right here.
Oh shit!
Oh, wardrobe. Where's wardrobe? And I'm kind of like hesitant to finish it.
I can't remember what it tastes like. Was it good? Mm-hmm. I know. I guess it was good. I don't know.
So
I like the bottle.
One. The next podcast, we'll break that one out.
Sweet.
Dude, I almost like I'm scared to write in that now.
Nah, man. But
Dude.
you know what? Use it. Treat it like a sacred thing. Treat your writing like sacred. A sacred.
Yeah, put it
Like
in.
I want my
That's the real
handwriting to
sacred
be
thing.
perfect in it. I don't want there to be any sort of like
Make your ideas good.
Yeah.
Handwriting can be sloppy as fuck, but write down. You know, you could write. There's multiple like almost chapters in there. You seen?
Yeah.
You could write one whole section for poetry, one whole section for script ideas, one whole section for fucking just
dicks.
whatever dudes, names of dudes you want to bang in the future, whatever you want. It's
That's
all
gonna
there.
be like the first section, probably.
Yeah, put that
I
up.
already got 6 names.
It's both of us 3 times. What the fuck?
That's awesome, man. Is
The fuck indeed.
Is it from the same thing? Like they're both...
No, they're different.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool, man. That's a nice.
Man, that's
Now all you need is some thoughts.
I thought about doing the same for you, but then I feel like you're probably more of like just a laptop guy here.
Yeah, at this
Would you
point,
rock that? I don't know.
Something like that I would probably use, but
that's definitely.
but that wouldn't be for writing. That would
You
be
can
just that would be more for like the
Yeah,
deep
somebody
shit.
got a birthday coming up.
I've been writing on the yellow.
I know, yeah.
You know what I mean? I brought over a couple.
That's cool, man. I think that's a
awesome.
cool thing to get in a ritual with. You know, like go out in the morning and fucking have your coffee and
Have your bourbon in the
brainstorm.
morning.
You know, because I really think your brain gets more powerful if you practice turning it on at a certain time of the day routinely. You know, there's something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a point. These things like you're a retard.
No, but there is something to being consistent. Like in a time of day that you do something that your body will adjust and learn how to. You know, like it's like taking a shit in the morning. You know,
Yeah.
we're right before the podcast.
Yeah, you get more creative, man. I have great ideas in the morning. I had a great concept for this morning for art, for a drawing. Sometimes I just see it like
go out?
an image, you know.
You got the lighter?
I was all up in this gift. All up in the gift.
Can't wait to get to it. And listen, as that thing ages, it's going to look better and better because it'll get. And don't be worried about getting scuffed. That's what will give it its real appeal.
Character, yeah.
Yeah, you want it to get scuffed up a little bit here and there, you know.
You want that to be the thing that after you die, in like 8 years, they find it like
Hey, I don't doubt it.
Oh my god.
I don't doubt that.
they find it like hidden underneath your bed with all your like deep dark secrets in it. You know,
In my porno mags.
right next to your Pornhub cards.
Pornhub cards. That's where it's at now. That's where the good stuff. You want that 5K.
I didn't know they did that, man. Gift cards for Pornhub. That's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, I think YouPorn's the best one though.
Is it really?
Than Pornhub. They're close. They're neck to neck, you know. But
Careful.
man, YouPorn is.
Don't draw
That's
too
what
hard.
I've been hearing
Yeah,
anyway. I've been hearing people talk
Draw
about
too
that.
hard.
I gotta give that a rest because I think I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, you
don't.
keep inhaling it.
What?
Just like puffing to the mouth.
If you're
like this.
coughing, you're inhaling it.
Well, I just coughed, so I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, get that shit over.
I'm so used to the
Yeah, we got a few more minutes before we hit a break. So,
So no puking before the break.
what can we talk about in 3 minutes?
Oh, sex life. Ta!
We
Still
should give it
thinking of
a
one-liners.
this next episode we're gonna do is
sex
gonna be great because we'll be able to do like best one liner from Jimmy. Let's always do. We should think of the best. What are we looking for? The best one liner,
Best
the
one-liner.
funniest bit, top 20 funniest moments, best
funniest-
intro, because
Funniest time Bo got pissed.
funniest Bo prank or
Bo
Bo
prank, yeah,
whatever.
yeah, those are my favorite.
Oh yeah, you're
Dave's dickest moment, Jimmy's most controversial moment. These are funny things.
They are funny.
It's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we don't have a lot of bread and butter. So they're eating a lot of air, and then they go, particle of bread with some butter on
And then
it.
there's some Wonder Bread. I can't believe it's not butter.
Hey, someday some kid will find this. And he'll go, hey, these guys are almost funny.
And then he'll start his own thing.
And then it will be funny. And we'll never get credit and no.
Because he'll be stealing our shit.
Man, this gift, that's a nice gift.
That's a pretty gift.
You gonna cry about it?
I almost want to.
If you cry, will you go up to that camera?
And show it?
Yeah.
No.
Show the real emotion, man. Go deep.
Yeah.
No.
Go ball.
Hey, it's just some gay philosophical Sebring stuff, so don't get too much.
Shut up.
Yeah. And then every week you just come in and read what you've written.
Yeah.
No.
That's great.
No.
Your journal, you got to read it to us.
No.
No, that's good.
Be like, I got home today and helped my grandmother with her bath. Then I ate some Cheetos and cried.
No, I'm not writing like that.
I can still smell the lavender bathwater. Wait, what?
The Cheetos tasted of lavender.
Right now, I'm just doing my notes. You know, in my phone. I'll just get an idea in my phone, and then I'll just write it down in my notes.
See, that's funny. The first draft of that book, Chasing Moon, I wrote it completely on the notes on the phone, sitting on my front porch, chain smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. I just churned it out over like a period of 2 or 3 weeks. It was like a 12,000 word draft. It was the initial beginning to end, bare bones of the story.
Yeah.
You know, but I wrote it on the phone like that. Then I had to like convert it into the computer, which was a pain in the ass, but I figured out how to do it and, just rewrote it from scratch. But there was something fun about, sitting on the porch, swatting mosquitoes and having a cold beer.
Song's written up here. I mean, the song, well, song too, but
all of it's up
it's
there,
all up there anyway.
And that story, that was the story that really screamed to get out. That one wanted to be told. I always say, I don't write. I just tell stories that haven't been told,
Yeah.
So,
There you go. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll have some more fun. You know what I love that about that thing, that gift, is I know you're gonna fucking come up with good ideas now.
I know.
It's gonna put.
I think so.
I gotta put good ideas.
It's like now I have to do it.
Now you're gonna do it. You will come up with some good ideas, plots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
whatever.
I feel like I have good scene ideas.
You know what? And take my advice. Write a couple pages somewhere in there that you just put goals. 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year. And just write little things down that you're striving for.
So what's something on your bucket list? Something you want to do before you die?
Just like a thing,
Anything except 2 girls at once, because we all know that's on every guy's bucket list. But I'm just saying. Like that guy from Office Space.
I think he's
Well,
already
2 girls
scratched
at
that one
once.
off. I'm pretty sure.
I say girls.
They were midgets, but I guess you put them together. It's one girl.
Well, that's cool.
Is that racist?
Yes.
I know it's tough with.
I don't know what is on my bucket list. I haven't made one.
You should start.
Yeah. How about number 1? Don't die.
Yeah.
Before
That's number 1.
I do some stuff.
Yeah, that's scary to me.
And then
Thinking
number
about
2
that.
is if I do die, make sure it's not on the toilet.
Like Elvis.
I always have this fear I'm gonna die eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Yeah.
That won't
Because I
happen.
almost swallow. I get I'm like a pig, and I'll just start eating real fast. I'm like, and I get this bowl stuck in my throat, and I'm
You
like,
put an inch thick of peanut butter on it. Is that what
yeah,
yeah.
2 inch thick. I mean,
It's like-
I go all out, man. And then I'll try to
Inch on
wash
each
it down
slice
with
of bread.
milk,
Nope.
and then it just I can feel shoot the milk up.
Turns into cement.
I'm like, oh my god, please get me out of this one. Slow down, stop eating so
I
fast.
swear
Stupid.
God, I'll never do this again.
Yeah.
It's like street tacos. Yep.
Dumb move by me. I will die like that probably. God, it's gonna suck. Hope I'm old. Fucking retard. I will die of some stupidness, or someone will kill me.
That's what I think. So I'll die of something dumb.
You think so?
Yeah. It's sad because I don't want to.
What is it gonna be?
I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be like, he sneezed and his heart exploded or something.
What? No.
He
Yeah.
sneezed and
Well,
farted at the same
that's
time.
congenital. That's like
It's like
as long as I didn't look both ways when I crossed the street and got hit.
Yeah.
yeah,
like,
no, nothing like that. It's not going to be memorable. It's going to be something
I was
dumb.
masturbating in the shower and I fell and busted my head on the soap dish.
How about the time Bo almost died this year parachuting, and the guy behind him that got distracted by some lady? This could be a whole different podcast. We're doing a remembrance of
Got
Bo.
distracted.
That would be.
Wasn't that the story? It was like some girl was arguing with the guy that was
And he
like
didn't strap on the right.
We jumped out of a fucking airplane. Me, I'm 200 pounds at the time. I'm not right now, but this other guy, yeah, he had a 1-person parachute.
Yeah. He's like,
And
just
it
flap
did-
your wings, bro.
And it was because the girl started arguing with him, right? And that
Yeah.
was the thing.
He was
He
there was like
distracted. I remember.
He was distracted.
he was distracted doing something, and then people that we were jumping with, like that were going on our plane
Yeah.
to jump with, were like, so they're saying, "Man, I'm glad that guy's not my guy." And I'm like, this guy, he's mine. He's my guy.
That guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
the
I'm happy.
asshole is it has this clown, but hey.
Yeah, man, that was scary.
Hope it's a skinny guy. Oh,
And
no,
we-
it's a 200-pound guy.
We crash landed. I crash landed.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
your leg was fucked up, I
No,
remember.
my arm.
It
Or
was
your
mine.
arm. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was right.
Wow.
That's why you got that tattoo to cover the scarring. I remember.
You almost died.
I didn't almost die, but he's like,
Well, no, you almost
Well,
died.
dude, you could have.
You could have died.
I explained something to you. You jumped out of an airplane. You almost died, no matter if it went smooth or
Then
not.
you jumped out of an airplane with a one-person parachute with two people.
two people.
Yeah.
That were bigger people.
Was this
At
guy
least
a
you,
200
pounds.
pound guy too?
He
or-
was smaller than me, but still, fuck.
So 350, 380 pounds.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
close to 4.
Yeah, it was like Oprah Winfrey.
Shit, could that parachute, something could have broke and that thing could have flipped inside out and you crashed to the earth.
The guy was a fucking
Ended
maniac.
up on Faces of Death 19.
The guy was a fucking maniac.
Me and Jimmy watch it.
Be like, dang, look what they's doing to him.
It's like, look, Bo's head's finally up his own ass for real. Remember he told me he had his head up his own ass? He really does.
Yeah.
Dang,
His
went
collar's
in front of
wrapped
that-
all the way around his head.
they hit that semi truck.
He's anally birthing himself. Look at this.
Oh man, that's a crazy.
Adrenaline was
story.
pumping so much that I didn't give a shit when I landed.
Oh yeah, that's-
Like I wasn't like mad at the guy. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm like, what the fuck? You know?
Listen, if that guy would have killed you and it would have come out, the story, I would have gone and fucked him up.
Please.
Wouldn't have killed
Thanks.
him. I'm not going to, because I don't
No.
think you want me in prison forever. Just
Beat
for
him with
murder.
his
But I will
within
beat him up.
inches.
I'll
Within
beat him up.
inches of his life.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we would have brought him on the podcast actually and replaced you with him.
So here's Bo's replacement. It's Jeff the parachuter. Jeff, talk about the day you killed Bo, our friend.
Tell us about how you.
Well,
killed our
I was
friend.
arguing with this fat redhead. And
Ow! Yeah, we're gonna just do
Jimmy,
that
grab
every
that axe.
episode.
Man, yeah, it was crazy. And then because I jumped out first, and then when I landed, I looked up at my friends, and they just gracefully fucking. The guy's like, whoop! They fucking land on their feet,
It was
all
like a
nice.
spider that
I'm
got
on the
stepped
ground.
on. He's
I'm
like-
on the ground, like I'm good. You know. Friends like, you're bleeding. I was like, oh yeah. They're fucking literally landing on their feet.
it's called Golden Dip.
Oh man,
Yeah. Jeez. We did some cool shit this year. We met Brian Callen,
Yeah,
met Pauly Shore,
yeah. Rumble
Jim
Johnson.
Norton, Rumble Johnson. Got in the fucking ring and did a fucking face off with Rumble
Rumble Johnson's coming back. He's
I
gonna
know.
fight again.
Remember he lied to us right to our face, and then 2
Yeah.
months later signed back with UFC. How about that?
Said you coming back? He's like, nah.
Hey, they all pay me. Well, they paid him apparently. Fucking month later, he just signed it back up.
No, I think that if anything you get into and you see that it's like blowing up, I'm sure he's like, fuck, I gotta get back in. You know?
Right.
Like, look how big UFC is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's like,
making the
you know,
payday.
he's watching fights going, I gotta get.
Well, now the only guy that can beat him, Daniel Cormier, is out of the heavyweight division. He's retiring, so Anthony's like, I'm gonna jump back in, knock out Stipe, claim a belt and a couple mil.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I think he's gonna fight that Zimbabwe guy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, that's right, Ngannou,
Yeah, Nagano. Yeah,
Francis Ngannou.
yeah.
is that the guy that just fought?
I think Rumble Johnson knocks him the fuck out. Actually,
I don't know.
I think he does. That's fucking King Kong versus King Kong. That is just brutal.
It's gonna be crazy.
That is two beasts. I have a lot of faith in Anthony Johnson though. Man, that guy is fucking top shelf.
Yeah, he's a big guy too.
Nganou's kind of got this like "Durr" thing. He's gonna get knocked out, right? We all know Anthony Johnson's gonna knock that motherfucker clear into fucking back into Zimbabwe or whatever the hell he's from.
Yeah, today looking back on this year, we did a lot. We did 50 podcasts.
50 podcasts
That's a lot.
That's
Our-
like
and our first movie.
one movie.
First movie. Mm-hmm. We participated in.
Sky's the fucking limit too.
Participated in a film festival. Met some interesting and wonderful people.
Very much so.
Planning a couple more movies.
We've got Mr. Crinkle's coming out,
Mr. Crinkle's
which
coming.
is going to be a scary short story about a mom and a daughter whose father slash husband goes away, gets deployed to the military in Iraq. They move into a new house. 5th time they've moved in a year and a half. And the little girl's sad. The mom wants to, kind of uplift her spirit. She says, hey, let's decorate early. They go in the attic to get the lights and the decorations. They find this old chest buried up here, in some crevice
Yep.
of this attic, covered in dust. They open it up and they find this little teddy bear lamp.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna be an interesting
the
story.
little girl loves it.
And that's where things get weird.
And that's where things get weird.
Spoiler alert.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a 1920s house, legit 1920s house, creepy
Yeah.
fucking attic, wonderful little girl, wonderful mom.
And they have good chemistry together.
Great chemistry
they
together.
Come across like mom and daughter.
Everything's done. We've storyboarded. Me and Bo storyboarded this thing. We've got great shots, transitions, lighting. I cannot fucking wait.
Story. It's gonna be good. It's
Can't
really
fucking
good.
wait.
You know what I like about this whole thing is that what we're doing, it's a lot of people don't experience like doing something that they're fucking really in. You know what I mean?
Right.
That they're really in. It's like, I don't know. It's just
It's
different.
interesting.
It's I don't know how to like talk
And
about
I couldn't ask for two better dudes to do it. You know, you guys are treated like real art. You're not coming at it all cheesy and you know.
No, there's
it's a great
there's
thing.
a sense of pride in putting something together like that. Like I saw the script we were originally handed, and while it wasn't great, there was a story there. You know.
There was something, yeah.
Yeah,
there was something.
and there was something there
that lit us all up. And we
it
said,
was
"This
fun
is cool."
Pulling it out and just taking that story and fleshing it out, making it
Well, can we
be.
be honest for a second and talk about Miller?
Yeah,
Let's talk about Miller for a little bit. We got this story.
yeah. He's the one that wrote the story. Great story.
Well, he wrote it. He wrote a short adaptation. Mm-hmm. Well, we adapted it. Sorry.
Yeah.
He wrote a short story, 2 to 3 pages, and it was just about a girl and a mom and a daughter, and some ghosts in a closet, and like this ghost had killed the dad and the dog, and now got the mom, and at the end, this little girl was sitting in a bed of blood with "I told you so" written on the wall, and he was calling it bedtime stories. Very cool. We could have done that. Would have been great.
Very
cool.
dark,
dark, gritty.
Gross,
we were in. We were like, let's do this. We sit down. We start evolving this thing. We say, hey, what if this? What if that? Okay, so essentially, we're taking it. You know, as we're evolving it, we're going, hey, instead of a 2-minute movie, what if it was a 4-minute movie? Okay, meet again. What if instead of a 4-minute movie, what if we add this, and this? It's a 6-minute movie. We get all the way up to about 8 to 10 minutes, and now it feels real, like complete, right? It feels really well rounded for a short film. It's like,
now
this
it
is
feels
cool.
like a full arc and everything.
Yeah, we have real stuff going on here, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening. I'm not.
Oh, sometimes you look at me like a homicidal maniac.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Write that down.
I'm listening to you.
Write that down in your diary tonight. Dear
I'm
diary.
listening to what you're saying.
Dave said I was a homicidal maniac. I should kill him.
I would know. Maybe later I'll tell you a story about the time I met a serial killer.
Isn't it?
Anyway, so we sit down, we're evolving it, and you know, there's always the fear the whole time of like what we went through with Chase and stuff, because we're new at this. So I don't know what the normal thing is. So you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna step on toes. You're gonna seem arrogant. You're just gonna make mistakes all around. But the whole time we're going, hey Miller, you know, like, are you okay with this? What if we do? He seems pretty much into it, right? Mm-hmm. Until the last time we sat down, which the story was pretty much 99% complete.
Right.
He said, I don't like these things. I don't like these. And listen, by the way, we had a heated 4 hours, I think. We sat there.
Dude, at least, yeah.
But you know what? And Bo was looking at it initially, and I don't think he thinks this anymore, but initially he was looking at it like that was so unnecessary. And I thought it was very necessary, actually.
That was great because
I think,
everybody...
and I don't think it was bad. It was good. It was
everybody
really good.
cared about the story.
Yes.
So
everybody
had
fighting for something.
valid points.
Yes.
And in the end, it was like agreed to that, you know, hey,
we'll do this.
I don't like that, but let's do it both ways, and let's
run
look at it and see what it looks like, because
yes,
that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, if you say, well, I want to do it this way and you want to do it that way, well, we'll film it both ways, and then we'll look at it, and we can objectively look at it and go, all right, Bo, yeah, your way's a little better. I like that better. That works.
And you know what it is too? There's I'm learning so much about this process. Is the more people you get in, everybody has a different vision.
Oh yeah.
You know, you have a vision, and Miller had a vision, and me and Bo, I think we're similar, but even our visions are a little. So we're all like finding our way. What's the middle ground? What's the best way to? It's like Bruce Lee said about Jeet Kune Do. You know, the way of the intercepting fist. It was the style of no style. Take what is useful and reject what is useless. Mm-hmm. That's the process for filmmaking, right? It's like, I don't know if this. I think this shot would be good. Well, I think this shot would be good. Fuck it, let's run both. So anyway, we do that, right? So I write him the next day. I say, hey, you know what? Thought about things. Good morning. First, I say, good morning, sir. Here's the thing. As much as I fuck with you guys and everything, I hope you know I respect you, and I do treat you guys like as if, like, I'm very weird in my thinking. I treat my closest guys like Game of Thrones, right? Like, you're a king of the East, he's a king of the North, I'm the king of the South, and he's the king of the West. So it's like we're all like kings. So everybody should get treated like a fucking king.
Yeah,
kings can argue and they can have a little whatever. But at the end of the day, you're not a peasant in my world. You're a fucking king.
You're still a king.
So I treated him like a king. Said, hey, good morning, sir. Thought about things last night. We'll do, and I didn't even say let's do it both ways. I said we'll do it your way. We'll do it your way. I'll take out this. I'll take out that. We'll do it this way. It wasn't even a let's do both. It was I'll do it your way. And he read it and just fucking ghosted us. Never responded, never wrote us.
That's so weird.
And
because I remember like I was agreeing with him on a couple of the major points, like the point of it not being necessary to show the other girl and the father at the end and all these other little things, because I just felt like it. Now in a full movie,
right?
Oh yeah, all that belongs in there,
right?
Because you want to have that variety and the.
And say, okay, so this was a production argument where it was like, I hear what you're saying, but I think we could pull it off, and I think it will make it broader. But I also said I acknowledge what you're saying, and you're right. It could seem inflated and unnecessary, and if that's the case, fuck it, we'll cut it and we'll do an audio version. The audience will never know the difference.
Yeah, but all of it should be filmed.
But let's film it all. Let's just try it with that was my thing.
I was fully agreed with that. I'm like, well, film it then. Fuck it.
But
there's
listen,
no reason not to.
The next day, I wrote him and I said. I stopped casting a female and everything. I let it go. I took it out of the script. I said, fine, we won't do it. We'll just do, you're right, a little bubble with the picture of the girl. Maybe that's enough. We'll keep it gritty. We'll keep it reeled into what it is. Fair enough. And to not get a response to me was very, very offensive. It was very disrespectful. Weird, it was like, dude, just give me a thumbs up or something. Like, tell me. Yeah. And then, rehearsal came, no word. Next rehearsal
what is that,
came.
Fucking 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks now, yeah.
We haven't heard from him?
It's going to be probably 5 to 6 weeks before we start filming from the last time we heard from him. Which is interesting. Hopefully he comes around and we hear from him.
Well, he liked the poster I shared, and, he's kind of...
That's so weird, like, then reach out.
I don't know, man. I think he felt...
If you feel like, oh, I fucked up, and now I feel kind of stupid, like reaching out, just fucking reach out, man.
It's like the protagonist of every story has a flaw, we all have flaws. I'm quick to anger. I'm quick to... assumptions, and I know my limitations, and I try to work with them. Every man should know his limitations, so that way when your ugliness pops up, you can fucking jump in there and get in and figure that shit out. And so if he knows about himself that, look, I've worked with other people, and when I got to certain points, I felt a little like a power struggle or whatever the thing is, and I don't pretend to know what it is exactly. I would love to know what it is, but I'm assuming that it's like, look, I handed you my baby and you guys ran with it, and now it doesn't feel like the baby I knew. But it's like, but you sat there with us every time and you evolved it and you were totally seemed cool every time. We asked him at the end, are you cool with this, that? Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he just got frustrated at the end. Maybe he looked at it as like, all right, look, the fucking story's done. My part's done. You guys go film it. But still be there, brother, Yeah,
I'd love to have him on set to bounce ideas off of and to give his opinion on stuff.
He's going to love this.
Oh, I think so.
He's going to love this.
I think
and he will come around, and then he's going to say, hey, guys, I was wrong, hopefully. And he'll say, hey, I got this other script. But it's like, dude, if you don't reach out, if you're going to be brutal to us, then I don't see us doing your other script. Because
he's fucking up.
He's fucking up because we have 3 of our own films planned right now. So this will take us to June or July to finish what we're doing.
Yeah.
So do you want to get on board in the queue? Because by June or July, like, we're going to go do this behind the scenes for another short film in Orlando, which is a big deal. This is what I was going to tell you about. We got time for this? Yeah, we got 11 minutes. Me and Bo signed on to do some behind the scenes.
Really?
Yeah, we got offered a part with Michael Spigner, who's a pretty big guy in Orlando, big player and everything. And he's doing part of the Orlando Independent Film Festival, which is a way bigger film festival we've been a part of.
Yeah.
Obviously. They're doing a action film challenge, right? So I got this script. Damn, I can't really talk too much about it. It's kind of a Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing. I think I can say that much about it. And it's an action ass kicking, cool thing. Again, I don't know how much I can say, and I don't want somebody to come and go,
Well, we're doing the behind the scenes.
But we're doing behind the scenes, and but I was offered, camera one and in different positions, which would have been way bigger and more involved. But I just like, no, I don't. It's too much pressure on me. I'm a guy that's like, I like my own pressure,
Take your steps.
Let me do something special. Behind the scenes is very special.
Yeah.
As it's very special. It's very like, oh man, that behind the scenes is some of the best.
Oh,
it's
I love
second
that
to the
shit.
film, right?
Yeah.
It's like, remember that? Oh, you remember that? So Bo wanted to be part of that. I said, okay. And look, if you want, I could even get you a part of this. So it's totally up to you if you want to do this. I could use another system. I'm sure that Michael would have you on the set.
Hey man, talk to me about what we got to do. We'll make it happen. That sounds like fun.
And by the way, I'm not trying to cut you out. I just assumed that. I was like, I don't think Jimmy would want to. I don't know if Jimmy would want to take a Saturday off and go do this or whatever. But
I don't work Saturdays. So.
Well, fuck it. If you want to do it, come out.
I'd be glad to come
you
out to Orlando.
Do it?
Hell yeah.
All right, Michael, and get you on board.
All right. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So like I said, no offense. I thought it would be more like, what am I going to be doing? It's like, well, me and Bo, we have 2 cameras, but fuck it. You can help us.
Yeah,
you can, hang out. So we're gonna be doing the behind the scenes. And
I'll use the second camera and Bo can get the coffee.
we have 3 cameras actually.
Oh, wow.
We can do all kind of cool shit.
Behind the scenes, that'll be fun.
Oh, you can do sound. We'll bring the
There
shotgun.
you
We can
go.
do little mini interviews and shit. You can hold
True.
the mic. Me and Bo will work 2 different camera angles. Dude, I'm telling you, they're gonna be so impressed with this
it'll
at
be
the
badass,
end.
yeah.
When I put this shit to music and edit everything, they're gonna go. The behind the scenes is so fucking good. It's like a eulogy. It's like the opposite of a eulogy. It's like a wedding. What is something that like when somebody? What is that? You know, when somebody does something,
Like a
takes
tribute.
It's like a tribute. Frames the moment beautifully. And it's like, oh, that was gorgeous. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I want. And I
Cool.
said, if we can do this and nail it, then these guys will be like, they'll go, who did this? You know, the Powers guys and
This guy's from Sebring.
yeah. So
Where? Who?
yeah, it'll. I just think it'll be special. So that was the way I wanted to approach it. It was like, let me do something special for a bunch of artists that I respect, and let's see what happens. You know. But anyway, nonetheless, we're doing that. The 20. What did I tell you? The 11th. The
11th and 12th, and then
11th and 12th, 18th and 19th, or something like that. So it's
Of
a couple
what?
weekends. It's 2 or 3 weekends coming
January?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're probably going to shoot our film the 28th, which is a few days after Christmas. Right, that's what I'm shooting for. If not, we're
Really?
going to
Okay.
shoot it the 4th, which is January 4th, which is the next following week. So we'll do it then. I would like to do it 28th and 4th. That way, they're just putting away the Christmas decorations.
I think if you get, I think it's going to need 2 days. The film can be shot in 1 day, but I have a feeling that the material we get and all that can be like, you know what, we need this.
We do. We need 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's a lot to ask for the family to leave the house and while we do all this stuff.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, so this January, February is big for us. And then March, dude. We're like, this whole next quarter is balls to the wall. For real. You're going to have to commit all your Saturdays.
Viking.
And so Bo's driving from far, so we're going to have to try to figure out how we're going to do some podcasts. I figure since he won't be able to come, we can utilize some of that time with Casey and Sean. Me, you, Casey and Sean, we can do some
Right,
filler
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
Then we'll do a podcast, a behind the scenes, right?
Well, we can kind of film some of the stuff on the fly, too.
As long as we don't reveal anything, we can show our behind the scenes of us doing it and talking
Yeah.
and having our own moment and bring it to everyone. And go, that's cool.
Yeah.
We can show our audience like here's
This is
us.
where we are. You know, this is what we're doing right now. We can't talk too much about it, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. And here's Bo hanging out with Steven Spielberg. Check it out.
Oh man, God, there's some things I can't say. There's a big celebrity they may be able to sign on to this thing, and I happen to know this guy a little bit through the art world. I'll tell you off the camera.
No, he won't.
You know what? No, I can say this. He was on 21 Jump Street. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is he from Florida?
No, he's not. SoCal. Look, there's only 2 guys on that show that you can really say, and it ain't the one you would hope. Well, I mean,
All right.
no offense to the other guy, but I mean, you know, we're not getting someone. We may not get the second guy. I hope we can. He's a good artist, and he's
Awesome.
like my art, and we've communicated a little bit, so
Awesome.
maybe I can like plug something, or I don't know.
Hey, man.
Wouldn't hurt, but it would be great if we get this person on. I'll tell you in a minute. Damn.
That's be good.
Sucks not being able to say too much on the camera.
Cut.
Yeah. It's Richard
A
Greenfield.
fucking camera guy doesn't, you know, I didn't hear that.
So we might get. So what they're going to do is just what I've been saying with our short films. They're going to try to pitch it as a commercial for a bigger film.
That's awesome.
So if this thing gets picked up, dude, and these are some big players. These guys have a real chance of getting this turned into something, you know. So we go in there and we make a good impression. We might get invited to the dance.
I can't wait to start all this shit.
I had
It's
some
gonna
good
be fun.
ideas. I had some really good ideas for it. So maybe we'll see how that goes.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. So we got Mr. Crinkles.
I
Then-
can't wait to see what Mr. Crinkles looks like. I have a feeling Mr. Crinkles is going to be like the Conjuring level scary. And I know that's setting a high bar, but I
agree.
think we're going to be able to pull off that intense fear without the horror and the gore. You know, it won't be a horror movie, but
that's
it's going to
cheap.
scare the
That's
shit
cheap,
out of
just
people.
cheap thrills.
Yeah.
Most of the time, anyway. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be.
like
It could
every
be the you know.
every scare we have in this is paid off
Right.
and is legitimate. It's
We
not
work
like,
for
you
it.
know, you go into the bedroom and then the cat jumps in. You're like, ah! It's just a cat. It's going to be cool. It's
What
going to be
happened?
badass.
Why'd you hit him like that?
It's okay, man. He told me he wanted to kick my
Oh.
ass. I think that was him. Like
Yeah, that was.
passive
He did say that.
That passive aggressive wanted to kick my ass.
Not the
stuff.
first time.
You guys
I
are
know.
fucking funny.
So we'll do Mr. Crinkles, and then after that, we're gonna do probably either the cat movie or the bar movie. Which
definitely.
I almost think the cat movie is probably going to be first. And I say that way out here where nothing has been evolved from that, other than what I pitched to you guys. So nothing's been evolved, but even I have a feeling it's going to come together really quick. Good. And we can shoot that in two different locations, and it's a cool kind of Hitchcock-esque.
Yeah, it's such a simple tale, that it's going to be great.
You want to pitch it?
The cat movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
You know what we should do?
Oh, yeah. It's going to... What should we do?
You know what we should do is, I was actually thinking about the cat movie a lot lately. And you said, you remember how we had the problem with, like, the cat being out?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what if we just leave it on the doorstep in a cage?
Yeah, I thought about that.
And then like $100 bill.
I thought about the same thing.
Exact thing.
I thought about that, and I thought about what if he found it on Craigslist, Lucky Cat.
Yeah.
I even thought about the title, Lucky Cat.
Well, think about it. If you just like...
I probably won't use that.
Doorbell, if you just hear doorbell, and then you go outside and there's a cat in a cage and $100 bill, you take it in your house. What do you do?
Take the $100 bill and leave the cat.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jimmy, by the way, guys, I want us to really have Easter eggs, and I want us to have a sense of a style. I want to, and as Hitchcock said, style is self-plagiarism to a point, And I love the idea. Sending the Clowns was named after a song by Cole, not by the Barbra Streisand or whatever everybody knows it from, that they used in the actual Joker movie.
Right.
It was named after a Cold movie, and Mr. Kringles is named after a Primus song. A Cold song, and Mr. Kringles is named after a Primus song. And so for the vampire movie that we're going to be doing, which is also, we can pitch that. It's very cool.
That's cool.
I was thinking, I would love, if possible, if we can run with this theme of using old song titles. If it works, if it lends, I would never break, And so I was thinking of just different stuff, like the theme of it. And I thought of, there's a 9 Inch Nails song called Something I Can Never Have. I thought that's pretty powerful, right? Something to that effect or something longing. Cure had a song called To Wish Impossible Things. To Wish Impossible Things, or Impossible Things, or something to that effect. So these are just some seeds to consider as you're, think of some songs or something that might fit that, and that would be cool if we could draw that.
It'll be nice when we're able to license songs eventually. That'll be fun. All right, I will.
Did you already have a title working?
I actually didn't have a title other than the title of the short story.
Okay.
But that won't be appropriate for it. So
yeah, so let's if we can find something.
So yeah,
let's pitch the idea real quick. So the idea, do we pitch the whole thing?
I wouldn't give away.
How do you pitch it without pitching anything?
So here's the story. You have a bartender, Bo, who runs his own bar. It's a family business and all that. One night while he's working, it's kind of late and the crowd's thinning out and all that. An older man comes in, me, sits down at the bar and starts to converse with him and tells him about his life and some of the things that he's gone through, the tragedies and things that he suffered, but also these fantastic stories that are just totally out there. Bo's hearing these stories and we're going to try and parallel his life with this guy to some degree, but as far as the loss and all that. But it turns out that the guy is going to be a vampire. But Bo's got, and
see, it's hard to tell the story without saying it.
It sounds silly.
Yeah.
But Bo's going to think I'm just a crazy old man. This fucking guy's crazy or whatever. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy's full of shit. But that's going to be the center of the story. It's going to be very character and dialogue driven, which is going to make it a challenge.
A vampire walks into a bar.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
suicidal.
It'll be fun.
It's going to be great.
A vampire.
He's old and he's tired and he's been around for a long time. And he's trying to pass on some kind of something to somebody else,
Whose story seems very kind of in a way parallel.
There's going to be some parallel.
There's some parallel to where, and we'll have to get more into this because me and Bo were talking about this more about the 3 mini stories and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But this is cool. A vampire walks in and essentially he's depressed, he's suicidal, and he's going to talk to this young kid, and we're going to see what happens from that.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe he doesn't kill himself, or maybe he convinces you. Maybe it ain't always the wrong choice under certain circumstances.
Right. Maybe he kills the bartender.
Maybe he kills the bartender. Yeah. Maybe have a Dust to Dawn situation.
Right. The last scene is the vampire wiping down the glasses.
What I think that we have going for us super strong is we got super good stories, and we got super good taste in cinematography. And if you combine those two, you're a fucking...
The story is the most important part, I think, man.
Yeah.
The character's the most important part, I think.
The story. The character drives the story.
Right. Like, I think if you have great characters...
It's like if you had the Joker, right? Great story. We're about out of time. We're going to have to take a break real quick. But if you had the Joker, great character and everything. But without the story, it's cool for a while. You know, you got to have something compelling. What is he doing? What is he after? What does he want? What's his wound?
Yeah.
What's the angle here, you know?